Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the players. Heidi, first offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Gordon is there, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. First time up, he went down looking. In there, and it's 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Out in front of it, strike one. High in the air into shallow left center. Santana has a beat on it, and that retires the side. Dodgers down in order. Digging in now, Omar Narvaez reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
The catcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Narvaez.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Taylor. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
From the stretch. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now back, second baseman.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next is Speedy D. Gordon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Popped into the air, back behind second. Muncy is there, and they breeze through this half inning as this. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Justin Turner. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Comes set and the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Taken in by Encarnacion, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So striding forward now, Chris Taylor, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Corey Seager as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hard hit toward the hole. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
The batter number 13. Second base.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Max Muncy goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Cody Bellinger stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Malik Smith the next to hit. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Up next for Seattle.
Standing in, Mitch Haniger. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for Seattle.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Drilled to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Here's David Freese to stand in. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Back up the middle. To his left, Beckham. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
1 gone now in the LA 7th, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. Set to deliver the 0-1, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a called strike on the outside corner as that zone seems to widen some. It's 1-2.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollard, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sliced hard on the ground. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball. 1-1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward move.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Long throw to the plate, but it's offline. He scores. And in the late stages of Game 3, they've broken the tie.
Up next for Dodgers.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. The count now at 2-2.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And he takes a look at strike 3 called. And that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
The center fielder.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. Regarding his previous meetings with Roenis Elias, he's 1 for 2. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that Jake Lamb standing in now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So stepping in, Domingo Santana. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The batter, number 15.
Now at the plate, Kyle Seager. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though. His first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
And that will conclude matters. Digging in, Max Muncy. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. 2 runs, 9 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santana is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, David Freese. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Now batting, Omar Narvaez.
Leading up for the Mariners.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
This is pulled into right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Number 1, shortstop, Tim Beckham.
Into the box, Tim Beckham. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. And 8 innings have come and gone. Corey Guerin enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And another foul ball. Count remains at 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. At the plate, A.J. Pollock. His prior history versus this arm. He's a .333 hitter. Strike one to start the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. One out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Haniger. 2 gone.
Now batting. Catcher.
In now, Austin Barnes. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Now the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Santana has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in, Malik Smith. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, D'Lo, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
On the move is Pollock. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Here comes the first pitch. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Smith stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. In to score is the runner from first. The relay. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
The third baseman.
This is why the players make the money they do. down in the ninth inning, and he blisters this thing, busting his tail around for a triple, and in the process, he cuts the deficit to 1.
And a base hit here, and we're all tied up. We've got a great finish on our hands. Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So for the time being, he stands to be the winning pitcher, but he is responsible for the possible tying run over at third. Tom Murphy will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Tom Murphy.
First delivery to him on the way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. He's safe. The throw was offline, and game 7 is tied.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Coming to the plate now, Domingo Santana. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Line drive to center field. Taylor is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But disaster has already struck. Tom Murphy will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 2. Tom Murphy.
Ryan Healy is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And a swing and a miss, so a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Seager for lifetime against this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Smith is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Riding in once again, Kyle Seager steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. One count and the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider laid off for a ball. The 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Omar Narvaez. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2. Digging in to try it again. Tim Beckham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will 2-3 go the Mariners. And this game is still tied at 2-2.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Max Muncy becomes the first out of the inning. 0-1 the count. Popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Well-thrown sinker that time down, but in the strike zone. Behind 0-2 now. Joey Malala has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Dylan Floro takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Number 51.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Up next for Seattle.
Next for Seattle, Malik Smith. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. Seager ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Right fielder, Mitch.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Floro, a California-born ball player. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2 balls and a strike to count. Gets the sign, the 2-1. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive.
Oh, he misses it.
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman,
Ready now, Ryan Healy has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Kike Hernandez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And there's one down now.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, A.J. Pollock. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Anthony Swarzak enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. That'll bring in Austin Barnes as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Justin Turner. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit.
Somebody always takes an 0 for. You don't want to be that guy. He was 0 for 5 coming into that plate appearance. This knock had to feel amazing for him. 1 for 6.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Corey Seager is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. The pause and the 0-2. He strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top. Stepping up now, Jake Lamb. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The third baseman, Jake.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. One and one to count to Jake Lamb. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in now for the Mariners, Domingo Santana looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. The bouncer to the left side. Seager is there in time to first, and there are 2 away. In now the Mariners DH, Kyle Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
In now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at ball one. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's 1 for 2.
Max Muncy.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santana is there. Makes the play. 1 away. So striding in, Cody Bellinger. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
And that misses 2-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have Joe Kelly enters the game now as he'll get the responsibility of trying to send this one to a 14th inning.
Joe Kelly.
Felix Hernandez will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Felix Hernandez.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Here's the first pitch. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Digging in, Malik Smith. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Runner goes for second. Hit hard back up the middle. And right to the spot the shortstop just vacated. A base hit. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only one away.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Mitch Haniger, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's the first pitch. And that's dead center for strike one.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
The 0-1. Popped up. Bellinger in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Ball one as he lays off below the zone.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Two balls and two strikes to count to Ryan Healy. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. And he will take strike three called. And as big an out as you can ask for there as the winning run stays at third with two away now. Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the players. Heidi?
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Jake Lamb. A two-out hit and win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. High fly ball out to deep right field. Ball game! So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
You expect drama and historic moments in the World Series, and we just got another one of those. A walk-off to end this thing in the final at-bat of the game. What a finish.